Well, it's the second day of LCS Lock-In with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Powerofevil on Immortals, switching things up a little bit this year. So before we talk about the games, let's just talk about the offseason. What occurred in the offseason that led you to Immortals?
Um, well, I had discussions obviously with TSM and to see, I guess, where their future plans are. They allowed me to explore options very early because they told me they want to see where they're heading to. I have heard obviously rumors that Bjergsen's gonna leave, so I decided for myself to look at other opportunities too. And after doing my usual off season, weighing the pros and cons, I decided for Immortals.
Nice. Okay, so I don't know if in the process of choosing Immortals, you like spoke to anybody on the team or anything. It sounds like you weighed pros and cons. So I guess I'm
Yeah,
curious, what
okay.
were the pros for
Well,
Immortals?
the factors are normally the same, and I kind of just like go through them, but just like obviously roster, staff, if I know the players personally, if I feel like we're gonna have a good synergy together, um, like what is the reputation of the organization, obviously, like how they're treating the players. Obviously, but like financials is another topic. So it's like I just try to like balance all of these, yeah, like points and kind of weigh them. If one of them is a little bit higher, one of them is a little bit lower, it's fine. Like you kind of just try to find the right balance for yourself.
I had heard that Revenge was really involved. I think he even said this in an interview with me with recruiting and talking to players and kind of building the roster. So, did you have many conversations with him? And if so, what were the things that he said that made you feel like this was the move?
Well, so I obviously knew Revenge when he was my Flagos Academy top laner, and I've heard good things about Xerxes, and I feel like mid-jungle synergy is really important. So I felt like getting together with Xerxes and having Revenge as my top laner, having like a strong top side is really nice to have, right? So that was definitely like a big factor of my decision.
Nice. Okay. So unfortunately now we have to transition over to talking to today's games. I know usually you're a little bit more upbeat whenever I'm checking in with you at the start of the season, but unfortunately, two losses today. So first off, I don't know how hard you guys are taking the losses. Obviously, lock in doesn't matter. Everybody's like, I don't
Yeah.
know how quickly you guys were able to get your full lineup in to start scrimming. So, where's kind of your head at, and maybe the team's head after the losses today?
Well, we got our full lineup, I think, a week ago, maybe a little bit longer. So we got a decent amount of scrims, I think. I would definitely say we are still trying to figure out a lot of stuff, how we communicate in the game, kind of the roles of the team, right? I feel like that's kind of just what always happens in the early stages of the team. And it just kind of depends on, if it's like instantly like it clicks and it's smooth or like kind of like it's like you try by error. So I'm not too worried about the two losses. Obviously, it sucks. It's disappointing for us as well because I felt like both games we were somewhat in the driver's seat, but then we just gave it away. In the first game, I felt like we had a really really strong top side, but um, yeah, WhatsApp was just falling too far behind, and we had like an unfortunate team fight, which just led for them to get Baron and just snowballed the game in like 5 minutes. In the second game, I felt like we had an early lead on the Jace too, but we had the 3v3 on top lane, which I think we shouldn't take. I think it's just unfavorable fight. And yeah, like I felt like we came back. We should have gotten the Baron. We lost it in the end. Props to Blue. He got the smite on the Baron. And yeah, I feel like we should just look at the games, learn from them. I think tomorrow we have another game against EG, and I kind of like what I spoke before in an interview. I said that I feel like lock-in is obviously it's nice to beat everyone else, but at the same time, I feel like you kind of just want to see where you're at, like where your team is at, and what your weaknesses are, what you guys are like lacking, what you guys maybe good at, and then kind of use that for the upcoming weeks and for the LCS split, right? Yeah.
So for you right now, it's kind of like sounds like it's like, yeah, it sucks to lose, but also this is like really good data because then you can figure this stuff out before the start of spring.
Yeah, it's obviously not our plan to lose, but we lost now, so we should look at the game, see what we can improve on, see where we maybe, transitioned our leads bad or where we threw the game, and just try to take as much away as you can from the games.
Yeah. If I ask you in particular what is interesting about next Friday for you, does anything spring to your mind immediately?
No.
Okay. So next Friday, you face off against your former coach. And
Oh,
I did an interview with him. No, I know you guys don't always keep track of the schedules, but I did an interview with him, and I don't know if you saw it, but he said he was really looking forward to facing off against you. So I'm curious if that you feel similarly, if you're like, I gotta crush this guy and show him that I was right in that
shoot,
argument
as
we
a
had
coach.
about something
No.
last year. I don't know.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's the same for me. I'm really looking forward to, face them. I feel like they are definitely beatable. I saw their games. They were exciting. They had like this really long game too. Um, I feel like it's gonna be so funny facing off in the Rift after we have spoken an entire year consistently, really in depth about like champions and items and how to play the game. So then facing off, it's kind of like I guess a mirror matchup in a way. I feel like we kind of know what the other guy's thinking, what the other guy's doing in the game, and yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see.
Is it going to be like a next level pick and ban on what you guys are trying to get in the mid lane?
Well, I saw him play Victor Oriana, so he's going for the control mages, and I hope I'm gonna crush him on that one if he dares to pick them again against me.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see that face off. I really hope the LCS plays it up because I feel like that's one of the most fun rivalries, and I'm really happy you guys ended up in the same group. So, all right. Well, other than that, is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there, especially as perhaps they might be, there's a lot of TSM fans who I think are a little adrift. Maybe some of them are heading over to Team Liquid, but I don't know if you're trying to capture any of them for yourself in Immortals. So, anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, I just want to say thanks to all the fans that are supporting us. Obviously, I felt like the the Immortals, kind of moving to the Great Lakes region is really fun. And I don't know if you saw the Connor piece. It was
Not
pretty
yet. I
funny.
need to go check it
Our
out.
announcement
The
trailer.
progressive one.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was Hollywood acting, but yeah. Jokes aside, I think it's obviously a little bit sad that we went 0-2, but we're gonna try our best to win against EG tomorrow. Have our comeback there and maybe end it. I think 2-2 when I beat my former coach on Friday.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to seeing that match next week. It's going to be really fun. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things Lock-In right here on my YouTube channel. The LCS is back. Oh my God. I've been watching Lock-In, and it has been fantastic to see the teams playing, even if there's some, I don't know, faces that we didn't expect to see on some of these teams. But what you may not expect, and you should because they make awesome stuff, is all the amazing deals from Alienware right now. They actually just announced a whole bunch of new hardware at CES, including a new 34-inch OLED monitor, which I'm really excited about, a new X14 notebook, all sorts of stuff. In fact, I actually just got, I'm setting this up right now, the new R13 Aurora. I'm super pumped for it. Anyway, be sure to check out all the cool stuff from Alienware at alienware.com/Travis. There's a link in the description below. And thanks for watching.